And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how to spend $1,000 in the Paris sticker sale. What are some different strategies? What would I do if I had $1,000, right? Like, what are the best ways to spend it? How can I maximize my profits? So hopefully you guys are excited as me. Welcome to the stream, chat. All I ask is do me a favor, guys, hit the sub button if you're new here, and of course, smash the like button because you guys are going to get the juice, the free content that you all are here for. So, let me pop out the chat and say hello. Make sure you guys vote in the poll. Have you invested at least $1,000 in the Paris sale yet? So far, I have. Those of you that become channel members, Ultimateoff, shout out to you. You guys already know what kind of stickers and items I'm investing in, but I'm constantly buying more. I'm probably going to be making some more orders this week. Been a while, boys, but have y'all been? Thank you, man. 6 months in the tier 3. Really do appreciate you, Ultimateoff. How you guys doing? So, what's up there, Fi? How you doing, man? 10. I invest because I'm poor. Hey, listen. $10 is $10. Keep playing the game, get your case drops, and sell them on the Steam market. Get your 30 cents, 60 cents, dollar, whatever every week, and just compound it, baby, compound it. Buy capsules, buy very cheap paper stickers. Hi, I'm Elvis from Twitch. Shout out to you, Elvis. Welcome to the stream, guys. Let's get started without any further ado, chat. How to spend $1,000 in the Paris sticker sale. That will be the topic of today's agenda. So, honestly, chat, there really are two strategies. There's two strategies, really. There is the aggressive strategy and the passive strategy. Obviously, the aggressive strategy will give you higher, oops, let me make sure I type it correctly, higher returns. Riskier. It is, they both require the same capital with $1,000, but one is riskier, the other is not. So the main difference is, yeah, higher returns, lower returns, less risky, safer. And yeah, so basically, less diversified, more diversified. And we're going to tackle these two strategies today and, build a portfolio of stickers and, investments in the Paris sticker sale with $1,000. Hopefully that sounds good. Aggressive for the win? Yes, sir, baby. That's what's up. But maybe for those of us that are watching the stream, maybe some of you guys don't have that experience or are a little uncertain about Paris. Maybe you guys have heard somewhere that it's probably going to be RMR 2.0. Maybe you guys are afraid because $1,000 in a lot of places is worth a lot of money. Even here in the US, yeah, $1,000 is still a lot of money. So keep that in mind, guys. You may be a little skittish, if you will, or a little bit not very sure of yourselves, but that's fine. We're going to address both of them. So let's tackle the aggressive one first because that's the most interesting one. And I'm sure a lot of you guys want the highest returns possible. That's why you're watching this stream. That's why you guys are educating yourselves on different perspectives, different opinions, different strategies. You guys obviously want to make the most money, right? So we'll talk aggressive strategy first. I'm going to save Q&A until the end, guys. Today's stream will be a little shorter than the last one. I spent way too much time on Q&A yesterday, but that's okay. That's okay. We still got time. Keel86, appreciate the super sticker. Thank you for the rose. Thank you.
Shut up and take my money.
Shout out to you, man. So aggressive strategy. Here we go. So yeah, aggro strategy. Oops, aggro strategy. Basically, details. Basically, you are going to invest primarily in stickers. Whether that be hollows, glitters, papers, of only 1 to 3 teams. The fewer the teams, the better the returns, if you pick the right team. Now, what do I mean by that? All right, let's say I had a time machine, chat, right? Let's say I had a time machine and I fast forward a year ago, right? And I say to myself, okay, the Cloud9 Antwerp Hollow is going for see if I can show you an example. Cloud9 Holo Antwerp, right? Let's say I have a time machine and I go back in time, back when Antwerp came out, and I said to myself, all right, the Antwerp Cloud9 is currently going for like $4, $5. I know in hindsight, since it's 2023, that the sticker went up to like 50, 40 bucks. So in hindsight, I'm gonna put all my $1,000 into this one sticker because that's gonna make me the highest return possible. Now, again, it's a little bit, risky. This is a little bit betting, if you will, however you want to describe this strategy. But there are some fundamentals that I will share with you guys. If you watched last night's stream on the $100 investment into Paris, you guys will probably know most of the bullet points as to like why why I'm doing this strategy. So let's keep going. So yeah. The fewer the teams, the better, because if you pick the right team, you get the highest rate of return. How do we pick the right team to invest in? Well, there really is no magic formula. Like I said, we don't have the ability to go back in time. We can't look into the future. So we're going to have to make predictions as investors. That's what it's all about. You make a bet and you predict that this team will do very well. And historically, the teams that end up doing very well have a lot of traits that are common, and we're gonna get through them. Today. How do we pick the right team? So the right teams to invest tend to have similar traits and things in common. What are those things in common, Fano? For example, they are popular orgs with large fan bases. Not always, but generally they are popular orgs with large fan bases. They have good-looking logos. I know, kind of subjective, but you can filter. How should I say this? If a sticker looks good to you, 9 times out of 10, it will probably look good to other people. So for example, most people in the chat can agree that the Furia Paris sticker looks pretty cool. Furia Paris. Oops, wrong one, that's the gold. Apologies. Furia Holo most people chat. Are there some people in the chat that probably think it's ugly, don't like the colors? Sure. I'm saying most people. You can like look at this sticker and say, it's a very cool logo of a beast with like fangs and like teeth and eyes, and has very, very nice colors. It takes up a large area or section of the skin. Those are common traits that most people like when crafting. I don't know if this is revolutionary, but I'm just gonna spill the beans right here. So hit that like button, boys. I'm spilling you guys the sauce when it comes to stickers. What do people look for when crafting? What do people look for when crafting? Because here's the thing, if you're gonna invest in a sticker, you aren't doing the crafting. You are basically the middleman. You are buying a large percentage or a large stock of the sticker and selling it in the future to either A, another investor who came after you, or B, you're selling it to a crafter, somebody who has the desire to craft this. So it's in your best interest when you're investing in stickers to know what people generally like when it comes to sticker crafting and making skin crafts. So what do people look for when crafting? Well, they look for these traits. Big stickers. Big stickers take up a lot of area and space. Easy to see or spot in game. You don't have to inspect the skin to see the sticker. It takes up large area and it's visible. That's one thing. The second thing, historically, good holo effect.
Wait a minute.
Does...
Who are you?
Yeah, yo, Vladimir Filishev, thank you so much for the tier 3, man. Join the Discord server. Guys, if you decide to become channel members, go to my YouTube channel, hit the membership tab. There should be an invite link to the Discord. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the support. Good holo effect. Are there color or distinct colors visible on the sticker? And if so, do they translate easily between each other? So for example, you know, there's different tiers of holos. Like I can make a whole video honestly on tiers of holos, but for the most part, when you inspect it in different lightings, do the colors change rapidly, distinctly, smoothly? Like I probably need to make a video to better explain it, because there's tons of holos. Like you can take a look at, you know, Furia Cato 19. You can take a look at CS 20th anniversary capsule holos. You can take a look at Phoenix Balaclava. I would say that's an insane looking holo sticker. Too bad that it's in a bad capsule in terms of an investment. So I could probably make a video on like different tiers of holos. But anyways, for the most part, you generally want something that you think looks good. A lot of people probably will think it looks good. It's a big sticker, has a nice color, holo effect, and when it comes to nice colors, I would say nice colors are basically like primary colors: red, green, blue, maybe pink/purple, maybe. When it comes to holos, but for the most part, you can't go wrong with sticker holos that are red, green, or blue. Any sort of color in between is fine as well, but red stickers perform very well. But it's not the most important thing. Like, you're not going to invest in something only for its color. So keep that in mind. Next up, though, that's what people look for when crafting. Yeah, big stickers, good holo effect, nice colors. They also look for, obviously, the org, or the team the sticker's logo represents. So for example, Na'Vi, popular team; Furia, popular team; G2, popular team; Liquid, etc., etc. So like, how popular is the team? Because if the team doesn't have popularity, they don't have fans, most people aren't going to be crafting, you know. Most people that craft are fans of the teams. Not always, but most of the time. So yeah, what do people look for when crafting? And then I guess another thing is price. Is the sticker affordable? Can I afford it within my budget? If I want to make a 4x craft, will a 4x craft break my bank? That's another very good question, right? That crafters need to ask themselves. And because a lot of crafters look at price, because they look at price and they don't want to like break their bank accounts, that's why we as investors, at least I personally, my strategy is to take a look at stickers that are more affordable to, you know, the average crafter, or like even high tier crafters, right? Holos, more likely than not, they're affordable. Glitters are definitely more affordable. Papers are certainly affordable, but you have to buy in bulk. So there's pros and cons to all of them, but I would say holos, glitters, papers, get a nice mix between the two of one or two teams, and I think you will do very, very well this major. Most majors, at least most majors that had a borderless stickers, because we're going historically back a couple of years since Stockholm came out with borderless, right? And we're only dealing right now with borderless stickers. Okay, so that's what people, what do people look for when crafting? So the reason I answered this was because, for example, they are popular, yeah, large fan bases. They have good-looking logos that are subjective. Yeah, so how do we pick the right team? Yeah, exactly. The right teams tend to invest. Yeah, okay, so the right teams to invest tend to have similar traits and things in common. Yeah, for example, they are from popular fan base teams. Okay, they're good-looking holos. Another thing is not just are their logos good-looking, but how common is the logo? How common is the logo? Does the same logo design appear in many majors or only a few majors? And this is huge, I would argue. For example, we have Na'Vi, who has played in literally every CSGO major to date. their stickers are pretty common. Nothing too spectacular across majors, but people still buy them and the price still rises because they hit the other boxes. You know, their logos are nice, they have huge fan bases, and there's huge demand for them. So that's an example where necessarily commonality doesn't mean much. But then there are other examples where having a sticker that's not very common from an org that isn't very popular could still do you very well as long as it has good looking logos. Good looking sticker, subjective, right? And we'll touch base on that. We'll touch base on that a little bit as we make our picks with the $1,000 in a little bit. So how common is the logo? Does the same logo appear in many different majors or only a few majors? Yeah, like uniqueness, basically. Honestly, if I were to summarize this, I would just say uniqueness. Uniqueness. How unique is it, right? Is there something special about this Paris holo that is different, or this Paris glitter or this Paris sticker that is different between majors, right? Like, can I get the same sticker in an older major? And if so, you know, what's the difference between the two, right? Oh, Paris is cheaper. Great, perfect. All right, so most people are going to go for the cheaper alternative, right? When it comes to like papers, for example. But again, think about these things when you're selecting your stickers to invest in. So, how do we pick the right teams? This is what you do. You follow these instructions. Now let's get to the fun stuff. Picking the right teams. What stickers fall into the criteria? Remember, we're doing an aggressive strategy. An aggressive strategy, an aggro strategy, basically you're investing in 1 to 3 teams only. Holos, glitters, or papers. Combination of both is fine, or just holos, or just papers, what have you. It's up to you. Maybe you think the holos are overvalued at the moment and you want to just go with the papers because they're undervalued. That's a fine strategy as well. Now, how to proceed? So, how to proceed? Well, it depends on the team, honestly. Depends on the team. Depends on the team, chat. For example, if I had $1,000, you have options. 100% in the holos, 100% in the glitters, or 100% in the papers. And here's where price comes into play, because all of the stuff we've been talking about is nice and dandy. We briefly touched on price when it comes to like what people look for when crafting, but now we're gonna introduce price into the equation as investors, right? We talked about price from the lens of the crafter, but now as an investor, we also need to be wary of the price. So for example, if you're gonna invest 100% in the holos, make sure you're getting it at the lowest price possible. So for example, if I'm buying the Furious sticker, you can clearly see this is not the lowest price possible. We are at almost all-time high. Actually, we are at all-time highs, post-sale or during the sale, like post-sale announcement. We are literally at an all-time high for Furia. So if I was an investor right now, and I thought Furia was gonna be the bomb, right? It's gonna do amazing stuff. It's gonna be the best sticker to invest in. I'm probably gonna be a little hesitant investing in it right now. Should have been buying, 5 days ago, 7 days ago, last week, when the price was dipping. Right now, I would not be a buyer of this sticker. Even if it continues rising, even if it becomes an amazing investment, I just think that from a risk-reward perspective, there's other ways to make money, and it probably doesn't make sense to buy at a peak. You generally don't want to be buying at these peaks, generally speaking, right? Are we good, chat? Let me just make sure. Diamond Hands, Fnatic over Apex. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys are good. Press 1 if you guys are following so far. Press 2 if I'm confusing you. Hopefully I'm making sense. Hopefully I'm giving you guys some good info right now. Is now a good time to buy or should we wait longer? I just explained it. Yep, at these peaks, you generally do not want to be a buyer, especially for some of these holos. Holos are generally the more demand the stickers that have the most demand, and right now is not a great time to be investing in holos, or let me rephrase that. Right now is not a good time to be investing in the high demand holos. There are still other holos that people are sleeping on and necessarily aren't really touching or investing in, which may offer you better entry points at the moment. So yeah, let's get back here. That's good to hear, chat. So it depends on the team. So for example, you know, if I was gonna go all in 100% on the hollows, yep, don't buy during the spikes or the peaks. Wait for the dips and valleys to enter a position. So for example, what could that mean? Right now we're at a peak. Let's say you guys wait a week or two and the price goes back down to like $9. Maybe you start a position. If it goes down even more, back down to like $8, $7, you buy even more of that position. You don't buy all of them at once. It's called dollar cost averaging. Right now at the highs, you really shouldn't be buying. You should be waiting for price to start dipping and starting your strategic entry points at lows, not at highs. Lows, highs. Big difference. Okay. 100% in glitters, that's another strategy that you can employ. If you want to go all in on glitters and you don't really care for hollows, that's fine too. Just know that the highest demand is in the hollows. So yes, glitters are going to rise. They probably will give you similar returns to the hollows, but they don't have as much demand. But they do have higher liquidity. There is more of them out there, so that is a positive. But what I would say for the glitters, similar to the hollows, except you can probably be more patient with your investing. What do I mean by that? Less active, more passive. Use buy orders. So I'm not saying you shouldn't use buy orders with the hollows. You certainly should. And I would highly encourage you guys to set buy orders even right now. If you want it, like today, if you want to buy the Furious sticker, set a buy order for whatever price you're willing to pay, like $9 or $8. Eventually, you know, knock on wood, it will hit, right? And you never know. The amount of times that I've set a very unrealistic low buy order and then I randomly look into my inventory and I see a sticker appear that was sold to me for that very price that I asked for. It happens way more frequently than you think. Like when Apex was trading at $14, just gonna give you a quick anecdote. When Apex was trading at $14, like over here back in early July, or was it, yeah, early July, I had set a buy order for like $8 or $8 or $9. And I still had at least 5 or 6 or I don't know how many buy orders get fulfilled, even though the price was elevated, because I had set my orders early. I had set it for a certain price, and somebody in this planet decided to say, "Hey, I want a quick sell. I want to sell it at this lower price and get my money quick." And that happens, boys. That happens. So don't be afraid to use buy orders for all of them, but for the glitters, I would be a little bit more stingy and more greedy in the sense of like, all right, you know what? I can wait. I can set it super, super low and just wait and see what happens, especially if it's a team that isn't in the spotlight like a Mouse or an Apex, because there are other glitters that will probably do very well that are cheaper, which we will get to, chat. We will get to them. Papers, same thing, same as glitters. Buy in bulk, always buy in bulk. And this one, these are the most common, chat. These are the most common stickers out there. Highest liquidity, highest volume, highest supply. So try your best to get them as close to a penny as possible. Buy in bulk and try to get them for as close to a penny as possible. Now, some teams like Mouse are currently trading at like 12, 13 cents. Obviously, they're never going to be a penny. You're not going to be able to find somebody that sells it to you for a penny. That's ludicrous. It has way too much demand. It's one particular sticker out of, dozens that people want. So, yeah, it's not going to hit $1. That's not realistic. Or a penny. It's not realistic. But you can still try to get it under 10 cents, try to get it closer to 5 cents, depending on where you buy it from, right? So definitely try to dollar cost average into that and try to get your papers for as low of a price as possible, because it matters. A penny in a paper matters. Remember that. A penny when it comes to paper stickers matters a lot. literally like huge percentage points in terms of your ROI. So highly recommend you guys be more patient, try to get the lowest price possible for that. This one strategy with the aggressive, 100% into the papers, 100% to glitters, 100% to hollows. Maybe you decide to do a mix of both. Maybe you decide to do like, all right, 33% hollows, you know, 33% glitters, and then 33% papers of one individual sticker. And that's it. That's the aggressive strategy. You put a bunch of money into your conviction play into your sticker, or you can split it among 2 stickers if you don't want to take too much risk. You say, okay, I'm gonna, you know, I'm betting that, you know, this, you know, team X is going to do very, very well, so I'm gonna put $500, split 33% on each tier in this sticker, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with a second team sticker, right? Team Y. And you can have 2 teams that follow this 33%, 33%, 33%. So you don't necessarily have to only pick one, but I would say, you know, a healthy range is 1 to 3. If you can limit your scope to 1 to 3 solid teams that you have high conviction, they're not terribly expensive, that you think that they will rise tremendously, then yeah, I think you guys should absolutely go for it, and that will probably give you the highest rate of return or return on investment. Jaisko, appreciate the sub. Gurki, thank you so much for the sub. We got Fermion, appreciate the sub. Baku, Kova CS, Kit, Tom, Red, and Patrick. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Ronnie says only 3. Yes, only 3. We're doing an aggressive approach, Ronnie. We're doing aggressive approach. If you be very, very specific here, if you be very concentrated into 1 to 3 solid teams, you will reap the highest returns, because one of those 3 becomes the your sticker that does the, you know, performs the best. You're golden. If you pick one of them, you only need to pick one. You only need to pick, your job is to pick the winner, the sticker that performs the best out of all of the team stickers. And here's another reason why I pick team stickers as opposed to autographs. Do you know how many players there are compared to the number of teams at a major? Ludicrous, right? All the teams, multiply that by 5. So it's in your best interest to focus in on the teams and then try your best to narrow down the 1 to 3 teams that you think are going to perform the very best. And if you hit one of those teams, you're golden. If you don't hit one of those 3 teams, well, that's the risk you took by concentrating only on 3. So again, I think 3 is the sweet spot. I like the idea of only 3, but I'm already in about 6. Now listen, you can be in more than 3. I'm just saying the majority, the bulk of your money in this aggressive strategy should be into 1 to 3. I'm also in, I would say 5. I think it's 5 stickers. I'm in, what is it? Apex, Gamer Legion, Fluxo, OG, and Heroic. I'm in those 5 at the moment, right? But my positions in Apex and Gamer Legion are significantly higher than some of those other miscellaneous hollows. You can still buy those other hollows. Nothing wrong with that. They'll still, you know, if they're undervalued or, you know, the price is right or cheap, you can totally do that. But I would say concentrate the majority of your money in the, you know, especially this $1,000 into those 1 to 3, and you'll be fine. What do you think about the Mongol sticker? Mongols is cool. Mongols is fine, man. Nothing wrong with Mongols. It's an underrated sticker. Only going to be in this major. I highly doubt they're going to return. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the price too. 3 and then 3 runner-ups just to diversify. Hey, listen. The more you diversify, the needle turns more towards passive. So again, you'll probably get lower returns, but it's less risky. So it's up to you, honestly. Nothing wrong with doing 3 and 3, you know, having 6. 3 safer, cheaper alternatives, and 3 riskier, but, you know, putting my eggs into that one basket and hope that they perform the best, right? Nothing wrong with that, chat. I'm just giving you guys different options to choose from. What happened to my membership? Memberships disappear every month. You have to renew them. You have to renew them to maintain your status in the Fano squad. It is, I believe, $4.99 a month for tier 3. Gets you access to the community, the Discord, the spreadsheet, the videos, the live streams. Tier 2 is for only the videos and the Discord, and tier 1 is just the Discord. Hey Fano, should I sell my 10 Vitality Hollows? I can get the same money back that I spent on them, and I can put them into something else instead. Well, so what you're saying is you'll sell them completely, and you won't lose money, you won't make money, you just get your money back. I mean, hey, if after watching this video, you make your own analysis and you decide, hey, I think that there's a better option than Vitality that will probably give me higher returns, then sure, by all means do it. But I personally would not recommend switching between teams like that, especially because most times you'll lose money on fees, you'll lose money on depreciation, depending on when you bought, when you sold. So for the most part, make a plan and stick to it, right? I don't want you guys changing your plan halfway through, I mean, unless it's absolutely necessary. So hopefully that makes sense. Ads even with membership cries. What do you think about the I think you can skip ads on YouTube, which is the beautiful part, so just skip them. Let's see here. Don't get bored of your investments. That's another huge lesson that all investors need to learn. Don't get bored of your investments. If you get bored of your investments, well, you're an emotional investor and you don't deserve to profit. I'm sorry, but that's the honest truth. Okay, we will do some Q&A, chat. We will do some Q&A in a little bit. Let me get through the lecture here. Let me get through the information, and yeah, hit that like button, boys. Come on, guys. I'm spilling to you guys the secret sauce, the juice, the beans, the magic beans that will grow into a giant jungle, man. Let's go. Get those likes up, chat. Now, so that's one strategy. Next up, we are going to talk about and again, this is just for like team stickers. You can apply this for other, you know, if you want to be really risky, you can put all your money into VSM or all your money into ROPS. But player autographs, like I said, there's way more players than teams, and it's so harder to pick that right player that will do the very best out of all of them. It's just not easy, and the numbers are against you, unfortunately. There's way fewer teams, so it's way easier for you to do 1 to 3, and then you might get lucky with one of your picks that outperforms all the other ones. Because at the end of the day, chat, if you buy during the sale using buy orders and low prices, and you wait after the sale, couple months, maybe a year, you're pretty much guaranteed profit, chat. Like, there will be a time after the sale where your stickers will appreciate and you can sell for a profit. So it really comes down to what you make of it, man, and what your strategy is. Some strategies are better than others. Let's try to get 200 likes at least. Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir. Senpai Ari with the tier 3 membership. Thanks so much. And Bogdan with the tier 3. Guys, if you are new tier 3s, highly recommend all of you go to my YouTube channel and join the Discord server. Discord is huge. We have all of the channels that link you to all the appropriate content, right? Where you can see my spreadsheet, where you can get your buy and sell alerts. We have special secret channels for tier 3s. So go to my YouTube channel, click on membership if you decide to join and become a member. I just uploaded a video last night for my tier 2s and tier 3s, the only CSGO case I'm buying going forward. Shout out to you guys if you watched the video. Actually, press 1 in the chat if you guys watched the video, just out of curiosity. Highly recommend you do that. But anyways, scroll down, that's where you get the link. Now, let's see here. Bruh, I've had your membership for like 5 months in a row. Why didn't it tell me that you did? For some reason, maybe you let it lapse. Your badge should have upgraded. Or maybe it is about to upgrade next month. Either way, let's keep going. So like I said, you can apply this strategy to player autos, but just remember, it is even riskier than the teams, and because there are more players than teams, and the supply is lower for the player auto stickers, making it harder to find buyers, especially at the post-sale elevated prices. Hopefully that makes sense. A lot of people like to think that, oh, something has a lower supply than something else. That guarantees that it's going to be worth more. That's not true. Just because something has, you know, something is scarcer or lower in supply doesn't necessarily correlate to it having a higher price. That is a myth, a misconception that a lot of, you know, rookie investors have. So don't just go off of supply and how rare something is, quote unquote. Make sure that there is genuine demand for that something, right? And then people are actually crafting and using it, right? So how you doing there, Conrad? I just joined. What have I missed? Oh, you missed the secret sauce, man. Highly recommend you guys rewind it. Buy order for ITB Hollow under $2. I made a stream on that a few days ago. Under $2. Okay, hey Fano, will you ever do a dual stream, like with a partner or friend to discuss? Yes, I do plan on having future streams where we bring on guests and we talk about investments, but more on that later this year, not right now. Right now I am focusing on other projects, but yeah, if I can book a good person, if you guys have any suggestions, maybe we can have a conversation with other members of the community. Hey Fano, is the right time to buy a Ben at Doppler at these prices, or have they fallen a bit? Stay tuned for my video coming soon about why I'm not buying CSGO skins right now. CSGO skins, it's probably a mistake, or it's risky buying skins right now. I'll be making a video hopefully for tomorrow, but we'll see. Okay. Another thing you can put 100%, or sorry, 100,000%. You can put 100% collab with Mr. Wing Lu. True. 100%. You could put all your money into souvenir packages. That is another strategy. Again, it is aggressive strategy 2.0. So this is aggro version 2. Aggressive strategy 2.0. All your eggs into souvenir packages, right? And a lot of people do that. It'll still make you money, but it's definitely risky because you're only putting it into one asset class. So for example, if you're gonna use the aggressive strategy number 2, you put 100% of your cash, $1,000 in souvenir packages. I would personally only go with Mirage packages. Why Mirage? Well, we sort of discussed it last stream, but I'll say it again. Into souvenir packages, mainly Mirage. Consistently outperforms the other packages. Seems to be the safest investments. Why is it the safest? It has the best red covert skin out of the collections. Arguably, again, best is subjective, but a lot of people like the Hydra, Desert Hydra. And chance of it being remade / removed from the active map pool, which will cause demand and spike in price. So for all these really good reasons, I like Mirage. And yeah, you can put most of your money or all your money into the Mirage package, hold it for a while, get your returns, start cashing out at your targets, whether it's 3x, 4x, however high it rises, and you'll be good to go. Yo, have a good night there, Rinty. Take care, man. Take care. Thank you so much for stopping by. Does Mr. Winglu even speak English? That's a great question. I'm not sure. Okay. Are 15 Mirage souvenir packages enough? No, never enough. The more the merrier. But again, it depends on your investing strategy, Shadow. Are you an aggressive investor or a passive investor? Like, do you want to be a little bit more risky or less risky? How diversified are you, right? Do you want to spend more money on stickers, more money on packages? Historically, chat, I will tell you, especially within the last, like, 3 years, chat, 1 to 3 years, in recent times, the hollows, the stickers, have outperformed the packages, especially in Antwerp, especially in Stockholm. The returns were significantly greater than that of the packages. You can still make money with the packages. Maybe this major, the packages outperform the stickers. Again, that's why we're classifying these both strategies as aggressive. Risky. You don't know. Greedy strategies. Yes, these are greedy strategies. Is Apex Hollow overinvested in? Probably. I would say so, but it has high demand and it looks really good, and there's so many other catalysts about Hollow. We can make a whole separate video on it. Yo, Felipe! Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you.
Heyo, hola chica como estas los investimentos de lo Paris, vimonos hace mucho dineros.
Let's make a lot of money, Felipe. Shout out to you, man. You got 2 DeMarcos, man. Let's go. Let's make a lot of money, chat. Let's make a lot of money. How are your Paris investments, chat? Appreciate the super chat, Felipe. Yo, Felipe, we need to play some CS sometime. Later this week, I'll try to reach out to you, man. We haven't played in forever. Maybe we can get the boys back. Maybe we can get Spastic on as well. Okay, so that's aggressive strategy number 2. All your bets into souvenir packages, whether that be Mirage or other ones, that's fine. Have you seen the VP foil in CS2? No, but I can imagine it looks good. I've heard that foils are amazing. I'll probably be doing a foil stream later this week, so stick around, chat, for the foil stream. We're going to be talking about that later this week. Hit the sub button for that. How you doing there, Bats? Welcome. Over diversify or stick to 2 stickers? That's up to you. I cannot tell you what to do, and I'm not here to tell you one way or the other. I'm giving you guys the strategies. I'm warning you guys, giving you guys exactly what to expect with the 2 ones. Which one, you know, when you invest a certain way, this is what can happen, what you hope to happen, and it's up to you as the investor to make that decision. I can only speak for myself. I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I'm not fully passive, which we haven't gotten to yet, but I'm not fully aggressive. Like, I'm not putting 5 figures into only 1 sticker. I think that would be too risky, in my opinion. Especially if you have like 10k, 20k, however many Ks you're thinking of putting, but how many bands, but yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle-ish. Leaning more towards aggressive, but somewhere in the middle-ish. Okay. Let's move on now, because we've talked about the aggressive strategy. Let's talk about the passive strategy. So, honestly, chat, the passive strategy, the true time-tested, always works. You don't have to be a genius. You can be a blockhead. You can be, you know, totally new to the game. Just learned about CSGO. Come in, make a lot of money just out of thin air because you don't know anything, right? The easiest way to make money is the sticker capsules, and 100% into the sticker capsules. Team sticker capsules. Legends, challengers, contenders. Just put all $1,000 into each of them, or into split them up like 300 and like 30, 330, 330, what have you. Like, you know, split it up into thirds. Just put all your money into the capsules and you're done. Boom. Invested, easy, profit, wait a couple months, you're golden, right? There are 5 teams, not 5 stickers. Huh? No, we're doing only team sticker capsules, right? So legends, challengers, contenders. So that's that is the most passive, easiest strategy ever. Now, some might argue and say, this strategy looks a lot like the aggressive strategy. You're putting all your money into sticker capsules, into one particular asset, because, you know, in the major, we can invest in the capsules, we can invest in the stickers, we can invest in the packages, we can invest in the viewer passes. There's, you know, the player autographs, the team autographs. So, like, putting all your money into just sticker capsules, wouldn't that be risky? Well, no. And I'll tell you why. The reason putting your money, and I guess I should write this down. The reason putting all of your money into the capsules isn't as risky, because everything has a risk, but isn't as risky or anywhere near as risky as some of the other plays, as risky as some of the other investment options, is because Valve moderates the price of these capsules. Whether you like it or not, chat, you don't decide how much these capsules cost. Valve decides how much they cost, right? What do I mean by that? These capsules aren't gonna go above 25 cents unless something crazy happens where there's a huge influx of demand for a short amount of time. These things are hard capped at 25 cents. Valve have the keys, the locks, the floodgates, and they basically say, hey, they're 25 cents. If you want more, you have to give us 25 cents, and we'll give you new ones, right? So it isn't as risky because there's a cap, there's a ceiling. You know that right now is the best time to be buying these capsules because they are capped at 25. They cannot go higher. You cannot buy them at 38 cents. I mean, you can, but that would be, well, for lack of a better word, stupid. So, and you're not gonna buy them. You're gonna find it for way cheaper. So, because it's capped, you're guaranteed to be buying it at a super low attractive price at its low, because that's where you want to be buying them. You want to be buying them for at or below the retail sale price. So absolutely putting all your money in this asset that has, you know, that has its lowest price at the moment isn't gonna rise under your nose anytime soon until the sale ends. It's the safest thing. You buy at the lowest point, and then you wait, and then you sell for a higher price. That's generally, like, they're basically feeding you cash right now. They're feeding you. It's a layup, chat. It's a layup. No brainer. I don't care what you invest in, what sticker or what, you know, package, what have you. If you're gonna do one thing, buy the sticker capsules. Just pointing that out there. However, the reason it's called passive strategy is because, and I am reading chat, guys, I am seeing you guys, so thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hit that like button, chat, show your support, guys, come on. I'm giving you guys this, you know, the Krabby Patty secret formula here. But the reason it is called passive and not aggressive, obviously for what I said, but slow growth, not as much ROI historically or in recent times. So what I mean by that is, because Valve Control, well, not Valve Control, but because there is a, how should I say this? Because there is an unlimited supply, in theory, you know, if more money gets added, more capsules get spawned. You know, it's unlimited supply, right? Because there is an unlimited supply of these capsules during the sale, the supply can be super inflated. And there could be millions of these capsules. The good thing is, once the sale ends, the supply can never, I want to make that crystal clear, can never increase. The supply of the sticker capsules can never increase after the sale ends. They stay at whatever it peaked, and then they start going down, baby. They start going down. So, so that's the good thing. The bad thing is that it takes time for the supply to go down, and, you know, subsequently for the price to go up. Obviously, there's other factors, you know, demand, how popular the stickers look. Is there an operation? Are there new skins? Is there demand for crafting with using these stickers? They are the cheapest, so there's already inherent demand on, you know, for new investors out there that, or sorry, new crafters out there that want to craft. They're gonna look for the cheaper stickers. So, yeah. So that's why it's a passive investment. It's gonna take time, and a lot of people are gonna get disgruntled, and a lot of people are gonna get frustrated. And I guarantee you, there's gonna be people in my comment section 5 months from now saying, "Hey, Fano, you told me to invest in Paris capsules. Why haven't they gone up in price?" And I'm gonna tell you, hey, listen, buddy, listen. It's a passive strategy. You bought low. You bought at the lowest point. Gotta be patient, man. It takes time for this tree to grow, man. It takes time for it to, you know, for it to sprout. It takes time for it to grow. Don't say I didn't warn you. There's hundreds of tens of millions out there. So I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger, chat, and know what to expect when you are taking this passive strategy. It will take time for these capsules to rise. If we take a look at history and we take a look at Antwerp, the Antwerp capsule, chat, Legends Antwerp sticker capsule. It peaked at about $2.40. That's pretty much like a 10x return from its low. Look at how long it took to start rising in price. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. It took 5 months since the sale started. 5 months for it to even start climbing, and then it went back down a little bit. It took you, yeah, so 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. It took you 8 months to double. 8 months. Some people, a 2x return in 8 months is amazing. Hallelujah, I'm rich. For other people, maybe 2x isn't enough, and you're a little bit greedier and you want more, faster returns. Then this may not be the investment for you. But what I do know is that if you buy during the sale at a low, there will come a time, maybe in the spring, when it's warmer, where you can sell at a nice profit. I don't know what that profit will be. Will it be a 2x? Will it be a 3x? It's up to you as the investor to decide, hey, I'm gonna take some chips off the table. But investing in this is the most passive and easy way to make profit. So there you go, guys. I gave you guys the secret sauce. You buy low, you sell high, put all your money into the sticker capsules, you're done. Boom, no questions asked, you're making profit. Just gotta be patient. Forget about it. Don't open the capsules. That's another thing that's very important. If you do decide to do passive, invest in storage containers and place the capsules inside of them. Out of sight, out of mind. Because a lot of people get tempted to open them and to try their luck at getting something good, and it almost always it never ends well. Can you buy Paris capsules from Buff if you live in Europe? Depends on the country, but generally speaking, yes. Yes. Okay, so that's the passive strategy. I would say another passive strategy would be to be fully diversified. Maybe you, with $1,000, let's say you do, or actually no, not fully diversified, but let's say, because it's a spectrum, chat. It's literally a needle like a spectrum. You got the most aggressive, which we talked about earlier, and now we have this is the most passive. So maybe I gave you guys the two polar opposites. Another, somewhere in between would be like a 60-40 portfolio, where if you guys are familiar with like the traditional 60-40 portfolio, the 60% is the stocks, the equities that tend to run up a lot more, and the 40% are the bonds, the treasuries, where they're safer, long-term, and stable, right? So 60-40. In this case, the 60% will be the stickers, and the 40% will be the sticker capsules. Tech Tested Reviews, appreciate that tier 2 membership. Shout out to you, man. Make sure you join the Discord server. Actually, you have the green badge, so I guess you're already there, man. Appreciate the support, my guy. Welcome back to the community. Anyone have pending Steam funds? Yes, I've had that happen before. It usually gets resolved within a day. Wouldn't be fully diversified aggressive? No, I wouldn't consider that aggressive. I would not be considered. What do you mean fully diversified? Like having a little bit of everything? That's very passive because you're limiting your growth. You're not taking as much risk because if the stickers fail, then the packages will take over, and then the capsules will make you some money, and they'll all rise, but some will rise more than others, and you're not really hitting the one that rises the most, if that makes sense, right? Let me see if I can visualize it better for you. Yeah, so like let's say here we have stickers, and then we have sticker capsules. Let's say here we have souvenir packages. Let's say here we have the viewer pass, right? So let's say, for example, the stickers that you invested went up this much. Went up this much, right? And let's say the sticker capsules went up a similar amount, or maybe a little bit less. And let's say the souvenir package you invested in Mirage, and it went up like this, right? And then the viewer pass, it also, went up like this. This is hypothetical, chat. So as you can see, you should have been more aggressive in these investments. If you had put all your cash here, you would have made way more money than if you had bought everything, right? So again, when I mean aggressive, I mean you're targeting one particular. The downside of being aggressive is that if you go all in on the stickers and you choose the wrong sticker, and your sticker doesn't perform as good, well then you're kind of in a bad spot. You're underperforming other sectors or other parts of this investment, which is the way to view it. So why are you even buying without knowing this? Hey, we're all new. Like, listen, we're all on a journey. We're all in different areas of our investment careers, and some people are newer to investing than others. So this is a fine question. This was a great question that you asked. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, 60-40, 60% stickers, 40% capsules. Depending on how aggressive you want to be, you can make it 70-30. You can make it 80-20. It doesn't really matter too much. Again, it depends on your investing goals. If you want to make the most money and you want to take the most risk, go with the stickers. If not, sticker capsules, forget it. Maybe you have other obligations. Maybe CS isn't your main game. Maybe you play other games like Minecraft or other, other investments that you have. Maybe you track cryptocurrencies or stocks or whatever, and you don't want to spend too much time into CSGO and following teams, because there's a lot. If you invest in a team, it's sort of like investing in a company, honestly. And investing in the sticker capsules, you can think of them as sort of like investing in indexes or like ETFs, sort of. You can sort of rationalize it a little bit like that. So if you invest in a team, you got to follow that team. You got to make sure you know, like, all right, what is this team doing? How are they performing? And the crazy part is, here's where it's slightly different from stocks. In the stock market, you want your team or your company to do very well. You want profits to rise, free cash flow to increase, margins to go high. You want to make more money, right? But in this particular case, you can make money by investing in a team that does poorly, which maybe I should make a video on that. Like, you can still make a lot of money on a team that doesn't play very well and gets disqualified from majors, doesn't qualify, and it all comes down to like how rare your sticker that you invested in is, the desirability of that particular sticker. There's a lot of nuance there. But anyways, I digress. That will probably be for a future video. If you guys are interested in those types of videos, hit the sub button, guys. Mouse won't qualify in Copenhagen. Copium. Anyways. Okay, so that's generally the passive strategy. Somewhere in between. Most investors will be somewhere in between. So, honestly, I would say if you're just starting out, this is your first major. Honestly, chats, I think first time investing, you've never invested in CSGO ever, I would honestly say the safest or the best thing would probably be a portfolio of probably, honestly, it probably would be, if you don't know what you're doing, I would probably just do like, honestly, I would reverse it. I would do 40 stickers. Or actually, no, 50-50. Let's do 50-50. Let's do 50 stickers and 50 capsules. So you take all your money, and you put $500 into stickers and $500 into capsules. And the stickers that you put into aren't gonna be the high flying mouses of the world that everybody's buying right now and prices are super high. You're gonna find moderately priced teams that have good fundamentals, teams that are desirable, have good looking logos, and are unique, only found in Paris, stuff like that, right? That we've talked about extensively in the past few streams. Hey Fano, do you know trusted people for buff deposit? Yes I do. Just Muddy. There's a couple of people I recommend. I would first reach out to join my Discord server and check out a guy named Echiha Madara, Mr. Madara. He's very, very good. If he doesn't have balance, Mayazi on Twitter always has balance, so you can always contact him. And then, yeah, those two are the guys that I mainly go for. Guardy sometimes has, sometimes doesn't, so it's up to you. Those are three reputable guys. Okay. Modesty Gold, good investment or sell? Okay, that's actually a great point. Monacy Gold is a aggressive investment. Risky, but high return potential. The issue with Monacy is, for all we know, chat, Monacy next year could say, hey, I give up on CSGO, I want to move to Valorant, and then everything crumbles. Your investment goes down the drain, and you lose money. So you're at the whim of the player, you're at the whim of how well the player performs, how much clout the player has, how in demand his sticker is, you know, how popular he is, his performance. So many variables you have to keep track of. And it's a gold sticker, which is super hard to unbox, but also super hard to sell in that you're selling it to other rich people, basically. Meanwhile, if I'm investing in papers, glitters, hollows, I'm investing to the general public. I'm investing to other people that came after me, that, you know, I'm buying in early. I'm buying early. And then a couple months down the road, I'm selling to the late people, the people that come into CSGO late, that missed out on buying early and cheap, right? So, again, it is what it is, but I would personally recommend staying away from, like, individual autographs because they're just so risky. Hopefully that makes sense. Kellen says, lunch break over. Have a nice day, guys. Hey, shout out to you, Kellen. Hope you had a great lunch break. See you in a future stream. Hey, Fano, when will you change your name into Fango? What? Sticker capsule will go down in price. I think I've made videos on sticker capsules. They do tend to go down in price depending on how long the sale lasts and depending on how many get unboxed. If we take a look at the markets right now for capsules, the Contenders capsule is number 1 on the market. A lot of them were recently purchased. 26 cents, 162,000. I do expect this number to go higher. It will probably reach 500,000 in a month or so. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Because there is a lot of demand for this. So we'll see. But prices will probably go lower than 26. I wouldn't be surprised if in a few weeks it goes to 25 cents, then 24 cents. So please, if you're buying capsules, use buy orders, and buy in bulk. Don't buy just plainly off the market or plainly from Valve. If you're buying, use your orders. If you're using buff, you know, buy them for as low a price as you can, and please, yeah, just be careful. Buy a lot in bulk and wait. You don't need to buy capsules right away. You can buy in a week from now, you can buy in a month from now. Generally speaking, the closer until the end date, the better. Look, let me repeat myself, guys. Let me repeat myself. Pro tip. The closer to the end date of the sale you buy your capsules, the better. Make that crystal clear. Just fly to Turkey and buy them from the store. That works too. Is Apex the new mouse hollow for Paris? Looks good, and Fat might 10x from now. I would love it for it to 10x, and that's why I'm investing heavily into it. Hey Fano, I'm investing in 5 glitters. Should I get different ones or more of these? It depends on the glitters. 5 glitters what? 5 of what? 5 Fluxos, 5 Maus, 5 Apex. You gotta be more specific, Rodrigo. How do you sell capsule stickers in bulk? Depends on where you're selling and buying. Are you... okay, so it depends where you're buying. If you're buying them off the Steam market, you can sell them in bulk on the Steam market. If you're buying them on Buff, you can probably try to sell them. There are ways to do it on any platform to sell in bulk. There's strategies. There's tools you can use. There's extensions. There's, you know, there are ways to sell in bulk. But it depends on the platform. So I don't know where you're buying from. How do we know when the end of the sale is? Sales usually last 1 to 2 months. The last 2 sales were 2 months, so I would probably say sometime in August you're gonna get close to it. During the last major, during Rio, they actually announced when the sale was gonna end. I don't know if they're gonna do the same thing for Paris, but you never know. Invest in Mr. Beast. Okay. Prices will drop more for hollows. They are increasing. Hey, we talked about it briefly today, FS, when we looked at the price charts of like Furias and hollows. Prices are increasing. You do not buy. Generally speaking, you're not buying, at least I'm not buying holos when they're rising. I'm only buying holos when they're falling. You should have been buying last week. I live in Turkey, Istanbul, and I bought 6,000 capsules. Hey, congrats to you, Destroy COVID. Well played to you. I finally gotten a few holo stickers in my hand. Lots of Fnatic, Gamer Legions. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome, Steven. Diversify with some stickers maybe, or sticker capsules, just in case. But good for you. What's your favorite sticker? I love Apex. Apex, Gamer Legion, big fan. Hey Fano, do you think it would be smart to buy the really cheap gray skins in the old collections like the Norse collection? I saw a video saying it was good and it's cheap and it can quickly multiply. Right now, it's a little risky. I would rather you spend that money into Paris, but maybe after Paris, yeah, you could totally do that strategy. Is Steam down? Yes, Steam is down, at least for me. Why closer until the end of the sale? I already talked about it, but again, the longer the sale lasts, the higher the chance that the price, remember guys, this is the Antwerp Legends capsule, so take a look at what we're using history as a benchmark. We're looking back in time and what happened in the past. If history were to repeat itself, the Legends Antwerp sticker went on sale for 2 months, was very popular, had huge demand, just like Paris, and look what happened to the price. Towards the end of the sale, it went down to 23 cents, 24 cents on the Steam market. You could buy it for 20 cents, 21 cents. You could buy it for way cheaper than whatever it's, going for now, whatever the Legends Paris is, 26 cents. So the closer till the end of the date, the longer you wait, the more potential, this thing will drop in value and you'll be able to buy more of them for the same amount of money. So do not buy your sticker capsules just yet. Be patient. Be patient, guys. Patience is key here. Let's see here. Hey, would you recommend buying a vanilla butterfly knife for it to hold value or even make profit? I want a new knife and I don't really want to lose a lot of money in value. Yeah, I think buying butterflies is pretty safe for the most part. So yeah, any sort of vanilla knife especially from like a breakout case, an old case, yeah, absolutely. That should be fine. With the demand, I doubt that would happen to Paris though. You'd be surprised. Actually, demand, are you talking about the sticker capsule? Because Antwerp had huge demand. And it's not necessarily about demand, it's about the supply. And oversupply. Because of the demand. So, there's initial demand, and then the supply gets, multiplied like crazy because so many people are buying. But then the sale lasts for so long, people get bored and fed up and start listing early. And prices just go down. So, long story short, there is a very high likelihood that prices will dip below 25 cents, and you should be waiting if you're buying from the Steam market at least. Should I invest in Rio capsules? Probably not. Will it rise? Maybe, but it's safer to just buy Paris. Hey Fano, I have 200 euros. Should I just use the strategy from yesterday's stream? You can. You can use the strategy from yesterday's stream, or with 200 euros, you can use the strategy, the passive strategy of just going all in on capsules, or you could use, a mix of both, maybe 50-50, 50 stickers, 50 capsules. It really depends on what resonates with you, honestly. There's tons of strategies out there. Whichever one you are comfortable with is the one that you should go with, because here's a little secret, chat. Me, I'm at a point in my life, and I'm not trying to, say this to brag or anything, but, if I can afford to be more aggressive. I can afford to be more aggressive in my investing. I can afford to put in several bands, several thousands of dollars, and if it goes to zero, if something were to, some cataclysmic event were to happen, I lose all my money, which very unlikely, but if it does happen, yes, I'll be pissed, I'll be upset, but it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to ruin me. I'm still going to have food and shelter, and, I'll still be, making other money, money elsewhere, right? So, only invest money you're willing to lose, and your strategy should be dependent on how much risk tolerance you have, right? And, yeah, how ambitious you are. So, yeah. And again, Fano got those stonks. I'm not trying to brag, chat. I do all right. Okay, boys. Okay, chat. Can you check my inventory? Not today. We'll do an inventory review stream maybe later this week. We'll see. Okay, chat, that was it, boys. That was it. Yesterday's stream had a lot of Q&A. Today, I kind of want to keep it a little bit shorter. Gave you guys the content. If you're just now tuning in, I highly recommend you guys watch the VOD, rewatch it. There was some really juicy content here. If I didn't get to answer your question, chat, you still have some burning questions, you still are unsure, leave a comment. This VOD gets saved, and you can rewatch it over and over again. So please, leave a comment. I will read all of them and try my best to respond as soon as possible. But apart from that, guys, have yourselves a blessed, happy rest of your Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon, and I will see you guys tomorrow. We got some really, really good streams later this week, so stick around for that, guys. On your way out, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button, chat, and subscribe, show your support. I'll see you guys next time, boys. I'll see you guys next time, and new members, Mikkel, thank you so much for becoming a Tier 3 member. Join the Discord server if you decide to become a member, guys. All you do is you go to my YouTube channel, click the join button. You have access to the videos and the live streams, and obviously the Discord with my investments and everything. So please make use of that. Links are in the description. Bye, chat. Love you guys. Stay safe. Fano Squad's in the chat. Good night. Good night. Good night.